What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Netflix review. I got another early Netflix review for you guys today. This film does release this Friday, April 2nd, and that movie is Concrete Cowboy. The film is directed by Ricky Staub, and it stars Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things and Idris Elba. Of course, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions below on the film once you have seen it, or if you've seen it already, let me know your thoughts. And thank you to Netflix for providing me an early screener for this film. A teenager discovers the world of urban horseback riding when he moves in with his estranged father in North Philadelphia. So I went into this movie not really knowing anything about it except the stars who's in it and the poster. Idris Elba, of course, one of the most popular actors working today. The man can do anything. Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things, I really like him. The film had its world premiere at TIFF last year, and now it's releasing on Netflix this week, April 2nd. And what were my thoughts overall on Concrete Cowboy? Is this movie worth checking out on Netflix this weekend, or is it terrible? My honest thoughts were, I enjoyed it. It's nothing amazing or anything like that, but I thought it was solid for the most part, and it introduced this really interesting world. I would say the acting for the most part was pretty spot on, especially Caleb McLaughlin. I really like him, like I said, from Stranger Things. It was cool to see him in a new movie. And as this character, he has a really unlikable start, gets in fights, and his mother's had enough with him, and so he's moving him in with his estranged father, played by Idris Elba. And so you get to see this family estrangement storyline from the start, and I thought Caleb McLaughlin did a great job acting-wise in the film. He gets this overall character arc story you get to see in here, and his interplays with different characters in the film, especially with Idris Elba. Elba plays his father, and he's had really no relationship with him, and to see that intensity with them, it's understandable if you've been in that situation, and Elba does a great job with the role. Once again, you hear the concept for this movie, urban horseback riding. You're questioning what could happen in this film, and the way they present it is actually really interesting. You get to meet different storylines shifting together. You get the urban storyline, and you get the horseback riding storyline. And you meet different horses in this film, and they each have a connection with a certain horse. And Caleb McLaughlin's horse is probably the craziest out of all of them, but he feels this connection with it. I would say the relationship with the horses is definitely the most interesting part of the film. Whenever they get along with them, the way they ride them. There's a certain character that can't walk. The relationship with that horse was interesting. That's definitely the best part of this movie, I would say, is the horseback riding. And it does have a typical arc storyline where the family members are kind of and don't get along at the start. The younger son is not accepting of his father, and then there's this arc, a change in storyline. We've seen this many times before in many other movies, but with this movie, it does follow those generic storylines, but once again, the acting just made me forget about those things. The acting was really strong by all these people. It presents a huge hurdle, and it does go over it very easily. I hate it when movies do that, and I would say that was my biggest issue with the film. There's a big hurdle around the third act, and then it just glosses over it like it was nothing. I like when movies present big challenges for our characters to try to hurdle, and in the end, it doesn't really work out for them. And with this movie, it was very get right to the point. I also would have liked a little bit more of a storyline with Idris Elba and his separation with his wife and his kid. It just is kind of glossed over and briefly explained. I felt that would have been a much more emotional storyline if we did get that background. Maybe a little flashback sequence. But with here, it's just explained in this song that's playing in the background. And I felt like they could have done a better job with that. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on the new Netflix film, Concrete Cowboy, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this movie, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button for more reviews every single week on this channel. Ranking videos, I talk about a lot of movie content. I also do live Q&As with my subscribers every so often. If you want to join the community and want to talk movies, hit the like and subscribe button and let's talk about movies. Concrete Cowboy had some really interesting ideas. It felt like something like this could exist, and these characters are so well realized with their acting, with Caleb McLaughlin and Idris Elba. I would have liked a little bit more of an emotional gut punch with the background story, but overall, I felt like this film did what it needed to do. It presented a world that was interesting and some good emotions to it. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Concrete Cowboy a C. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Concrete Cowboy. Are you going to check this film out on Netflix this weekend? Or have you seen the film already? If so, let me know your thoughts below. If you loved it, thought it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? And stay tuned for my Godzilla vs. Kong review this week, as well as my MonsterVerse ranking. It's the battle of the kaijus, Godzilla and Kong. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.